and has played various roles as credit analyst, deputy zonal head, branch head, and recovery head in banking domain, and has exposure working across India in various places like Bangalore, Coimbatore, Chennai, Hyderabad, Pune in banking domain. On behalf of the management of Soka Ikeda College of Arts and Science for Women, let me extend a very warm welcome to you, ma'am. Thank you so much for joining us virtually to enlighten us with your kind words of wisdom. Welcome, ma'am.
And now it's a pleasure for me to welcome again Juna Roslin ma'am. She is an expert administrator, a veteran banker, and having been a specialist in almost all the branches of banking and a very senior personnel. And I feel we have people like Madam Juna Roslin make the banking industry a more credible and more respectful from the eyes of the public. So the need of the hour is people like Madam Juna Roslin. And especially when we talk about the women emancipation, it's the people like Juna Roslin, they make the title meaningful to us. And from this, our younger students, the UG students, the PG students, the research scholars, and the faculty members should draw inspiration and motivation. Again, I welcome you, Madam Juna Roslin. Now the floor is yours. You please address us.
Thank you so much, sir, for your kind words. I don't think I deserve so much of respect, but you've been kind enough to tell so much about me. Thank you, Jagannath, sir. I just want to start off with a quote. Hard work, dreams, dedication. What does it give? That's the formula for success, right? A very good afternoon to all the dignitaries here, to Sri Jagannath, sir, the President, Dr. Ranjita Kani, Mrs. Kokilam, Secretary Madam, Dr. Setu Kamanan, the Chairman, sir, Dr. Meera, Principal, Dr. Kanmani, Vice Principal, other dignitaries, Shanmugan, sir, from SBI, and my dear students. I would rather call you friends, right? Can we also look at the students to whom I'm speaking? Is it possible? Am I audible? Can somebody confirm?
Yes, ma'am, it's clear, ma'am.
It's clear. Okay, can I see the audience to whom I'm talking? So at least I'll know to whom I'm speaking to. I can see the
yes, ma'am.
Video of the students. Okay, if it is not possible, it's okay.
நெட் வரல நின்னு படிச்சு
Students are able to hear me, madam? Now can you
Yes.
see me? Okay, right.
Yes,
Right.
we are able to see also here.
Right, right. I think there'll be a double device issue, no?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Now it's clear, ma'am.
Clear, but there is an echoing voice, no? It will be a disturbance.
Now I picture this also.
Hmm.
This happening.
Illa parvala, we'll do it this way only, without the video.
ഇതാണ് അക്ഷയ
Ma'am, is it okay, ma'am? Is it okay?
Yeah,
now,
yeah,
ma'am?
we'll continue this way only. I won't be
Okay,
able
ma'am.
to see the video here, no? But they're able to see me and hear me, right?
Yeah, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, okay, right. Sorry for the delay. A very good afternoon to all my dear friends, because the lecturers and the stalwarts sitting there, they are already in a position that they are able to understand all these things. So my talk today is only to my friends sitting here who are in their UG and PG students. In fact, it takes me back to my college days. This opportunity to me that has been given to me, it makes me feel that I'm reliving those days of my college days back in 2003 and 1999 and 2003 when I came out of my MBA days, right? So in fact, it's a privilege to be part of this international conference. I will be speaking in English. That's okay, right? Or should I mix Tamil and speak?
Yes, ma'am. It's okay, ma'am.
It's okay. All right. Thank you very much. I'm more comfortable
Thank you,
with
ma'am.
English. So that is why. Okay. So taking back to those wonderful days. See, what I want to share with you today is about my experiences, what I've gone through, right? Right from my school days, my childhood days, and my college, and how I entered into the bank. Just to rewind, I was born in Bangalore. I was brought up there. I did my schooling there, did my studies till I got this job in Andhra Bank. Earlier, it was called as Andhra Bank, and now it's merged with Union Bank of India. Just a year or so, right? So my schooling days, like I told you, it was in Bangalore, and then I was into a lot of sports, predominantly into hockey, right? See, if you actually look, and one more thing, what I want to tell you is whatever I'm telling you here, it's not about to brag about myself. I'm just sharing my experiences with you. And all this, what I've achieved here is because of God. One, two, my parents who's made a lot of sacrifices, my teachers, my lecturers, my professors, and my friends who's helped me reach this position, right? I don't owe anything to myself here. So coming back to my schooling days, I was into a lot of sports, a little less into studies. But then I realized at one point of time, education is key, right? Although I was always above 60 and 70 and all that. Initially, it was into a lot of sports, into hockey, and I represented the national level in hockey in school. And in my state level, they gave me the award of most promising player. It was not easy. See, whatever you take up a task, it's not easy to achieve unless and until you do hard work. That is why I started off with this quotation that hard work, dreams, dedication, and then comes success. Before even dreaming, you should be willing to sacrifice, right? So if you look at my stamina level, taking sports, first thing, I was not very great at stamina or anything, but then I worked hard. I used to practice, and that's how we reached at that level. Hockey is a team effort, right? As a team, you learn, you grow, you achieve. And by God's grace, we could reach that position. I owe that to my people, my sports teacher who helped us, who told us how it has to be achieved, right? So never underplay your teachers or lecturers or professors. Whatever advice they're giving you now, it is for your good. See, we may not at this age, at what age you people are, you may not be able to take decisions on your own, right? So you need somebody to advise you. If you look at me, how I entered into MBA, it was because of my sister. Not even my parents, actually. It was my sister who asked me to write the exam and then enter into Mount Carmel College. And that's how I completed my MBA. And it was a campus recruitment way back in 2003. So if you look, those days, PSU banks never go in for campus recruitment. This Andhra Bank, our bank, has recruited for the first time. So I'm thankful for that. So going back to my hard work, what we have done in school, that was hockey. And then I was into all kinds of sports. But then at one point of time, I realized that studies need to be given more importance. Education is key. If you look at India now, sports have been given importance to women, of course, in cricket and things like that. A lot of improvement has taken place. But then without education, you have to understand that there is no other go. Right. So education was one important thing that I had to focus on. That's how I did my BCom and then MBA. And in my college days also, if you see, I can proudly say that I've never bunked even a day in college. I've never gone out. My friends used to call me, come out, we'll go out for a movie and all that. I've never done that. Right. So I'm not trying to brag about it, but it's helped me. Right. So I'm not saying that you shouldn't go out or anything. You should have a nice life and all that. So, so education, coming back to education, that is one important thing. That was my stepping stone. The MBA that I did, college, this bank of mine, they came and recruited me, right, for my thing. That was one thing what I want to share with you. My parents, I definitely owe it to my parents, whatever I've done so far, and my people here. And second thing is, what I want to tell you is plans. There is a quote which says, plans are good intention unless they immediately degenerate into hard work. Can anybody tell me who has written this? Plans are only good intentions unless they immediately degenerate into hard work. If you don't have hard work, if you don't have efforts, you don't reach your goal, right? So it was Peter Drucker. If you can think, he's a management thinker, right? He was the one who told this. Friends, yes. So again, I'm reiterating that there is no shortcut to success. It's only hard work, right? So in college, I used to focus more on studies. And there in my college, in my +2 and my degree, I got awards like Proficiency Award and Best All-Rounder Award and Best Representative Award. I was the class rep there. And amongst all the classes, they had given me this award. I thank you. I thank the lecturers who has identified me and helped me grow in that skills, right? In whatever I've learned, I owe it to my teachers. I used to play the drums also. So basically I was into sports and drumming and then education, of course. So they had identified me for the best all-rounder award, right? And then I did my MBA. I did my BCom. I took up a commerce thing and then went on to do my MBA. And it was campus. So college days, MBA is not an easy task. You know, right? There are semesters, there are so many papers that you need to study. I took up a dual specialization, one in banking and insurance. The other thing was in finance. Banking and insurance was okay. Finance was a much tougher subject. So what I decided to do is, instead of competing with my own people, remember one thing, friends, we're not competing with your friend or with your neighbor or your colleague or your other student, right? You're competing with yourself. So what do you have to do? When somebody is better, you learn it from them, right? What you can do is you can team up with that person, whoever is good, have group studies and study. Do that way. There was this friend of mine in college. Her name is Gaji Lakshmi, and she was supposed to be brilliant, right? I never call myself brilliant or anything. I always used to work hard and try and achieve things. That is how I am, even now, right? So I teamed up with this girl, Gaji Lakshmi, and we used to study. We had a routine of 7 o'clock, we had to go to college, and then 3 or 4, we came back from college. And then late night or this early morning, 2:33, Most days our routine would be that we wake up at 2:30 or 3 in the morning, study, then go back to college, again come back, sleep for some time, get up at 2:33, study and do it. You won't believe it, friends. For a person like me, if I've stood first in college, I got the first rank in MBA. If I need to get that, any of you, it is possible. That is only because you've put in your efforts. When you put in your efforts, you will reach your goal, right? So coming back to this, so we had a dual specialization. One thing was banking and insurance. Second thing was finance. Banking and insurance, I got the first rank. She got the second rank. Surprisingly, in finance, she got the first rank. I got the second rank. I was totally amazed. When you start putting in your efforts, even God will not stop you, because he's a just God, right? He rewards you for your hard work. He will definitely reward you, right? Am I audible? Everybody's able to hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Yes, ma'am.
ma'am.
It's clear, ma'am.
Oh, okay, right. Okay, so that's how I entered college, right? Studying at that time, and then I got these ranks, and then joined the bank. Even in the bank, it was not a cakewalk or anything. It was tough because I joined as a credit analyst in college, in the office, and that was like scale 2. It's a managerial level. I joined the central office. It was the large corporate division in credit in the sense these are loans and advances division. So I used to go at 8 o'clock, come back, leave at 8 o'clock. People used to come at 9:30. Before 10 we start. Actually, it's a 10 to 5 routine. But then I used to go early, read up things, and try to put in more efforts, right? See, efforts, when I say, it reminds me of this book called 10x Rule. I don't know if you've heard of it. I think it is Gordon God or something. I've written it down somewhere. Yeah, Grant Cardone. Read this book, friends. It talks about the 10x rule. Whatever efforts you're putting in, if you put in 10 times more, each time you improve and try to do it, you will be able to reach a better level. See, you have to understand you are doing this not to reach a level of being famous, getting money, because money is a root of it's a root cause for all it is a root cause for all evil, right? It's not money. You have to have a goal that you are trying to achieve something. You're trying to contribute something. Even while you're in college, you can value add, right? So that should be your kind of goal that you have. So this 10x rule, this book which I'm reading now, it talks about how he puts in efforts. So whatever he's doing, he's able to reach success. How is it possible? Because of the kind of effort he's putting in. 10 times more than the other person, 10 times more than what you used to do earlier, right? Keep doing that, see how you're going to succeed, right? The other skill that you have to work on is reading. Reading is one very important skill. See, if you look at all the successful people that you see in this world, like Bill Gates or Elon Musk or whoever it is. In fact, Elon Musk had put in 10 hours of reading every day to become the CEO of this particular company, right? He's head of Tesla, right? You might be knowing it, right? What about Bill Gates? He used to read every week. Even now he reads a book. So you're reading so many books. That is the kind of knowledge that you get. In case you don't have this habit of reading, I would suggest you all to definitely pick up this habit of reading, right? Read a book. Try and see, supposing you're reading a book 2 weeks once. Twice in a week, you're reading one particular book. Increase that. Try to improve it so that in a year you would have read n number of books. Don't just stick to your skill. One is making your skill better, right? Whatever you're good at. Say, for example, if I'm in recovery now, NPAs or to make it more simpler, loans and advances. I build on that particular skill, whereas I also work on other skills, right? What I'm not good at. You can read n number of books, n number of concepts. You have to keep upgrading. Don't be only at this level. See, you're finishing your graduation, you're finishing your postgrad now. Don't stop there. Each day you need to put in your efforts, right? I want you all to read more, learn more, because the more you read, the more places you will know. I mean, the more things you will know, the more things you know, the more places you're going to go. Places in the sense, the level of achievement or the place that you're going to reach is going to be higher and higher, right? Reading is one important skill that you have to work on. Have goals in life. What kind of goals? What kind of goals are we talking about? SMART goals. It's an acronym, actually. What do you mean by SMART goals? Make specific goals in life. What you need in life. Make specific goals. At this point of time, you might need the help of your parents. You might need the help of your siblings, the elder ones, your well-wishers and lecturers and all of them to take a decision, right? Have goals that's SMART. So coming to that, SMART goals are specific, measurable, achievable goals, right? Not unrealistic ones, relevant ones, and time-bound ones, right? That's called SMART goals, right? Keep these kind of goals. Always have dream big that you are going to achieve. Not, once again, I tell you, not to become famous, not to get promotions, be on top, but then to contribute something more to the people around you. That should be your ideal. It reminds me of Mother Teresa, such a selfless person that she was, that she contributed so much to the society, right? She didn't think of herself. Ultimately, what happened? She ended up being one of the most famous ones, right? Her goal was not to be famous, but her goal was to be serving others, the destitute, the poor, the leprous ones, right? It's the kind of thing she was. She, being a lady, she went out and she did this, right? So nothing can stop us, right? Being a woman, that is the biggest strength that you can have. See, it's not the muscle power all the time, right? What is the power that you have? You're much smarter than anybody else. The person next to you, you are smarter. You have that confidence and move ahead, right? So dream big of contributing to the society, right? Value add in whatever way you can, big, small, whatever it is. Then you see the kind of respect that you get. If you think that I'm in a good position now, it is only because of the education that my parents did, right? The kind of sacrifice, even now when I look back, it is amazing that what they've done. My dad, actually, he was in life insurance company, life insurance corporation, actually. He was a caretaker and then moved to becoming a clerk. He did not take further promotions just because we will be moved to places all over India. He wanted us to He wanted us to settle down in Bangalore, to have a continuity in our education, right? That's the kind of sacrifice my parents had to go through to bring me up to this particular level. I really owe that to my parents, right? Then I got recruited into Andhra Bank and then now merged to Union Bank. If you look at my promotion levels also, they say I was one of the youngest senior managers or chief managers or AGMs, and now I'm DGM, right? Being one of the youngest DGMs. I don't believe that it is your skill. Your caliber or skill comes secondary. First thing what comes is your attitude, your behavior, then comes your caliber, right? It's the ABC that comes. It's not the C or your skill set that comes first. Work on your attitude, behavior, and then your caliber, right? So I was talking about Mother Teresa. The other person that reminds me, I look up to is Kiran Mazumdar-Shaw, right? Do we all know who she is? Biocon head, right? She was a founder. Do you know what she's doing? She's working on medicines, all these chemicals, which can be given to cancer patients at affordable costs, right? So that is a contribution that she's making to society. She's not talking about money. She's not talking about getting richer each day, right? Ratan Tata. When I think of Ratan Tata, what do I think of? Do you know they have developed a car called Nano? Do you know his intention as to why he started Nano? He was traveling on this particular car. He was traveling in his car on a rainy day. And what happened was he saw a family of 4 people, right? Husband, wife, 2 children on a scooter. It was a rainy day. He was just imagining that What in case they skid? What is going to happen? And that literally happened. These people skidded off and they fell, right? That is when he designed this particular nano car, the small car, the affordable car for the middle class or the lower middle class income, right? That they could look into it. Later, the models failed for various reasons. That's a management case study altogether that we may not look into it. But look at his intention. Look at the giant empire that he's created, right? These are all lessons to learn. Why I'm telling you about all these people is Kalpana Chawla also is one person I do admire because of her grit, of her determination. She was a woman. She went on to into this study of astronomy. She went to the space, right? One of the first Indian women who went into space, right? She had a lot of difficulties. This college that she was studying, where she went to study this, there was no hostel for women. That is how she grew up. I'm very sure she must have been very scared staying there with a bunch of men, right? Around all these men around there. Now, of course, there are hostels there. But what was her determination? What was her grit? She had the passion and achieve what she had in her mind. Believe in that. So continue your journey of what you've started now. Don't stop there, right? Continue your education journey that you have started. Take it forward and show people around you that you are different. And people should talk about you. What is so different about you? What is so different, right? People should see and learn those things from you, right? So that's what I wanted to share from the experiences that I had. And then my college, just to go back a little bit, interview was there. In 2003, Andhra Bank came to recruit, and you won't believe it, none of the brilliant ones who were there in college. Of course, I got the first rank. That doesn't mean that you are brilliant, right? I worked for that. God has given that to me. I owe it to him. So what I'm trying to tell you is, here in this particular college, when they came, I mean, my bank, when they came, none of my college friends were recruited. I was the only one to be recruited. I thank God for that, right? For whatever efforts I put in, whatever little efforts that I could put in, and my parents' sacrifices, whatever we've done, that paid off, right? That's one thing. And always value time, friends. I want to tell you that whatever time you've lost so far, you will not get it further. When I think of time, two incidents come into my mind. One is, on the day of recruitment, most of my friends came late. That's one thing. That gave me an edge over others, right? One thing. Second thing is, just a couple of years back, my dad had a heart attack. You know what the doctor told me when they were giving this CPR with that machine? They told me that it was at the nick of the hour that I brought him there. Even a minute late, he would have gone, right? So that is how you need to value time. Whatever time you've lost so far, time is very precious. We don't know what is going to happen. Whatever you have on hand, in the shortest span of time, you need to deliver. How do you do that? With all these skills, one thing. Second thing is, you learn from people who have done it. Like the examples that I told you. What is the lifestyle that you have learned from them? What is the good that they have done? What is bad somebody has done? A wise person always, it's not that a wise person does something wrong and learns and goes back to it. No. What you do is, you learn from the experiences of the other person and you start something new, right? That is how you have to be. Do your goal smartly, friends. One thing, do it enthusiastically, passionately, right? Deliver things. And each day, it should be a new day for you to contribute to your college or society or your family. You see, once you start doing all these things, once you start doing all these things, people will respect you, right? Be it anywhere. Your family, you get married tomorrow, your in-laws, your people, your folks, everybody will respect you, right? You have to remember this. Education is the passport to the future. For tomorrow belongs to those who prepare it for it today, right? Things don't happen, friends. You have to make a decision that it will happen, and you have to drive towards it to make things happen. Nothing happens for free, or nothing happens on its own. You have to dream big, stay positive, work towards it, and enjoy the journey, right? So what was our formula? Hard work, dreams, dedication will give you success, right? So this is my very short experience that I wanted to share with you all. I will be moving from Pune to Mumbai central office to take care of a large corporate wing. Actually, I wouldn't be heading it. General manager would be heading it. I would be under him taking care of this. Large corporate wing is wherein they take care of these large loans and advances beyond 250 crores. So I'll be going to that division. It's going to be a new phase, new learning, right? So that's what I wanted to share from my end. That's a wrap from me. Thank you very much, and thank you for the opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Actually, we had an enlightening speech, ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you.
Now the session is open for discussion. Ma'am, one girl is here. She wants to talk to you, ma'am.
Yes, please.
Yes, ma'am.
First of all, thank you so much, ma'am, for your innovative session. I really got motivated and inspired a lot, ma'am, from your session. So I have one question, ma'am, particularly. So when we go like globally, what are the specific skills that we need to develop in ourselves, ma'am? Like to compete globally with the international students and to compete globally with the workers, international workers. Can you please tell me, ma'am?
Right. I think your teachers will be better advanced people to tell you about it. Okay. So you see, if you look at, there are courses. If you're looking at commerce or chartered accountancy, there are courses which you have online, wherein you have to write these exams as such and then try to enter. So I would suggest you also talk to Professor Dr. Jagannathan sir is there, right? He's the right person to whom you can talk and then take an advice from him. Because I have been in India only most of the time, right? So I wouldn't want to give you any wrong kind of suggestion for you to take it up, right? But I do believe that there are courses online. Say, for example, if you're taking, I would know only like courses such as risk management and all that, where there are courses online you can get. You write those certificate programs and then apply abroad, right? That's one thing. But your base education, what you get here in India, it needs to be strong, right? Thereafter, you can get new kinds of education and then pedal ahead, or what I would suggest you, right?
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Right.
Thank you, ma'am.
Right.
Actually, we have a formal vote of thanks, ma'am.
Okay.
Now
okay.
I call upon Dr. Anuradha, ma'am, to deliver vote of thanks.
Thank you, ma'am. How beautiful a day can be when kindness touches it. It gives me immense pleasure in proposing the vote of thanks for this technical session. I extend a hearty vote of thanks to our esteemed chief guest, Ms. Juna Rosalind, ma'am, for taking time from her busy schedule to grace our presence virtually. Thank you so much, ma'am, for sharing your inspiring journey, life journey. Uh, your session truly inspired many of us, and it actually radiated positive energy, ma'am. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for being the inspiration yourself. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Yeah.
Ma'am, now we are moving to the certificate distribution session, ma'am.
Yes. Ma'am, can I log out now?
Yes, ma'am.
Video will be shown of the valedictory function,
Yeah, yes,
or
ma'am.
should I log out?
Ma'am, you can see the video, ma'am, or
Oh, thank you.
it's
Thank
your
you, ma'am.
choice, ma'am. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Department of Computer Science.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am. Shall we wind up the session, ma'am?
Thank you. Okay, ma'am. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Hello, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Shall we wind up the
Okay.
session, ma'am?
Yes, please. Thank you. Yes, madam. Is it audible? Yes. Madam, can you hear me?